Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate when a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. When Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed and Shield Knight was gone. His spirit broken, a grieving Shovel Knight went into a life of solitude. But without champions, the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter. Now, the tower is unsealed and devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin. Get digging! Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back. Welcome, actually, for the first time, to Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is a darling, wonderful indie game that is a callback to many NES platformers, including but not limited to DuckTales, Mega Man, and a few other games. It is absolutely wonderful and one of the Kickstarter success stories of our time, as it was just wonderfully received by everybody on Kickstarter and managed to get funding far above and beyond what they needed. And when the game came out, it was a critical success. Everything about it is just gorgeous, and I'm talking over the amazing music, which is unfortunately going to be a theme, since I can't just not commentate the entire run. Well, I guess technically I could, but that would be boring for me, and probably for a few viewers. So, keeping in my theme of playing some indie games that I absolutely adore, like Cave Story, plus I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of Shovel Knight. There's no challenge run involved in this. I'm not doing 100% treasure. Just a playthrough to beat the game. There's a lot of challenge runs type stuff you can do, though, in this game. And some of it is just personal challenges that fit with the achievement system, or there are some challenges that straight up, that if you put in like a special name, when you create your file, it'll create a challenge run for you, basically. That said, I should start talking about some of the mechanics of the game, as I've been playing for a couple minutes now, and I still haven't explained anything. So, as you can see, you attack... Oops, I always forget those are there. You attack with your shovel by digging. But it's a bladed shovel, so it's also a weapon. Don't tell anybody, though, it's a secret. You can, if you jump and press down, hop on your shovel like a pogo stick and hit enemies. Now, you can notice that I sometimes hit walls and they break apart. There are several secret walls that if you destroy them, if you attack them, they'll be destroyed. And then there are also walls with a little tell in them, sort of a square that you notice is out of place. The thing I just picked up was a music sheet. We will see what those do later. Anyway, this game is big on secrets, so look around, dig everywhere, find every secret you can. You can dig through certain pieces of dirt like that, and as you are jumping up and down on your shovel like a pogo stick, keep in mind that it won't stop pointing down until you attack with your shovel. This is very important, especially later in the game. Not just for getting secrets, but also in combat. So all of that thing back there with the wings on it, and that's glowing with fire, that's your checkpoint. So if you die, you'll go back there. There is a mechanic on the ones that don't have the wings surrounding them, where you can destroy them for extra treasure. However, then you don't spawn at the checkpoint, because you destroyed the checkpoint. That's part of one of the challenge runs, is to destroy all those to get extra treasure, but here's hoping you don't die. Alright, that's another musical note and another secret area. I'll be going after any of the secret areas I know of, but don't expect me to get them all. You, away with you, tiny dragon. Alright, so there's actually 2 secrets here. First you get that and you destroy that enemy and bounce his head, and then boom, see that one didn't have the telltale brick in the wall that was different from everything else. And you get a chest. This game's all about collecting treasure and getting different weapons and that kind of thing. It's definitely got some Metroid, Castlevania and Metroid vibes to it in a certain way. Alright, hoppity hop. We're just about done with this intro level here. But first we have to fight, of course, like any good knight, fight a dragon. So you want to be careful. If you want the treasure from this dragon, you want him pushed back. There you go. So I took some damage on purpose to make sure he was pushed back far enough so I could gather all the treasure he drops. That's golden. Upsy-daisy. So I'll be quiet for a little bit so you can listen to some of the music. Definitely gives you an NES Mega Man vibe, doesn't it? And that's all on purpose. There we go. Gotta keep digging. So, as you can see here, there's probably another secret area over here. If you thought so, you'd be right. And of course, a treasure chest. All of this wonderful money. So, gold is used to buy power-ups and other stuff in this game. However, it's also your score. So, after a certain point, you kind of run out of stuff to buy. And it's also up to you as to how much of that stuff that you did buy is going to be useful if you're going for a score attack. I knew you'd show your face sooner or later, the cerulean coward! Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I've no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time away has dulled your senses. Can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress, and her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Steal thy shovel! Alright, so here's our first boss fight against the Black Knight. He knows all of our skills and has a few of his own. But if you're careful, you can counter him. Ah, he got me. Haha! So keep an eye on his health in the top right, as where all boss health will be in this game. Come on. What are you gonna do? Oh, I messed that up. Oop, careful! I almost took a little too much damage there. And thus the end of the Black Knight. Oops, never mind. Off he goes. And so Shovel Knight rests for the night. But his mind wanders to friends lost. Catch her, Shovel Knight! But alas, it was only a dream. But if you're a Boy Scout, you would know. Never, ever, ever leave your fire going when you leave your campsite. And so we open the path forward. First to the village. Halt! No weapons! We have enough to worry about lately, without everyone swinging swords around. Oh, that's no weapon, that's a shovel. You may enter then, and don't forget, Press up to talk to everybody. Like this lad here. Fisherman. Have you ever seen sparkles rising from the bottomless pit? Those spots is where the real riches is. And who are you, friend? Hail, traveler! I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. Lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me, and I shall reward you handsomely. Whoa! You have 2 music sheets! Magnificent! Take 500 gold for each. Wonderful! Let's see here. Oh, you found the rival. Black Knight has fine musical taste. Shouldn't have studied composition. But then I suppose I'd be the one with the rival. Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Just ask. So the bard, very interesting. If you ask him to play you a song, you can go through all the songs that you have. You start out with these first 5, I believe, and he will play them while you're in the village. Travel the plains of passage as your adventure begins. So that was the song for the last level. The rival is the song that plays when you fight the Black Knight, and so on. We won't be getting all the music sheets, but trust me, all the music in this game is fantastic. In fact, let's say the main theme. Oh, you've got a pretty face. You should come visit often. That's sweet and all. Attack the sign, and you can get some potions, which are items that you for using your items. Decisions. Should I extend my magic or health? Or just eat a tin can? Why not buy my meal ticket and help narrow my options? Sure. So you should buy at least 1 meal ticket here. And if you take it up to the gastronomer, a meal ticket, hand it to me. I'll get to work on my best recipe. I'll dazzle your palate in no time or less. So bon appetit and pardon the mess. Okay, so he gets madly to work in his kitchen and serves up a meal. What's he give us? Looks like a steak, and that increases your max health. You can also talk to this lady. Want more use out of your relics? Oh yes, of course. I can increase their maximum magic. Good. Oh, but no relics yet. What? I can't. You have to find some relics. Chester, down the ladder. He always has the weirdest things. Wait, what was I doing? She seems a bit distracted. Anyway, as we don't have any relics yet, we can't do much with her. New face. Dancers, acolytes, witches, goats, everyone's welcome in here. Oh, that Spectre Knight! If someone could defeat him, I would bestow upon them my greatest treasure. Okay, we'll keep that in mind for later. Oh, woe is me. The king is nothing, not to rule, but my own bar stool. King Knight sits on Pridemoor's throne. That gilded goon, he'll get his soon. This lady, Grandma Swamp. Double, soil and shovel. My third eye knows your useless infos. Escavadio. The number of dig piles you dug is 7. Arum Infiniosa. The amount of gold you've collected so far is 6,079. Thanato Refutatum. The number of times you've fallen in battle is 0. Temporum Perpetua. The total time you've spent adventuring is 13 minutes and 13 seconds. I magically see all of your acts. Come back again for more useful facts. Thanks for helping me, kind witch. I'm not a witch! Okay then. And this is a secret room with one of my favorite characters, Mona. I suppose peaceful solitude is too much to ask for. Well, as long as I'm stranded here. Shall we pass the time with a little game? Let's need 100 gold first. Alright, I'll conjure up some things. You hit them towards the targets for points, okay? Alright, so what you do is these potions hit the, fall towards you, and you want to try and hit them towards all the things that are glowing on the sides. The ones up top that have the Roman symbol for 3 are the most points. The ones that have the Roman symbol for 2 are second, and so on. If you're good, you can get a lot of points, but you don't need too much to get her maximum reward. Alright, just keep them going. Ah, I missed one. Love the music for this, but then again, you're gonna hear me say that a whole lot in this game. Yeah, I missed a couple. That's fine, though. You got 256 points. Well, color me impressed. And for that, we get our maximum reward, which is a music sheet and a bunch of money. You can't really do that too much, though. I don't think she repeats the reward very often. Otherwise, you could just get infinite gold, and that would be the point. Croaker. Hey, Shovel Knight. I know things are tough, but don't throw in the trowel. Yeah, he's the pun master. Trowel Acolyte. Hello, fish friend. All hail the Trapple King. Who? You've never heard of the Trapple King? Half trout and half apple, pronounced like mouthful. He's one of the forest gods, here to help those in need. I'm telling you the truth. If you ever visit the sacred grotto, hold your chalice aloft, and the Trapple King will appear. As it happens, I've been entrusted to sell Trapple chalices to believers. Would you like one? I'd recommend buying one. You don't need two just yet. The Trapple Chalice. Hold up and press X. A vessel for storing mythical ichor. But where to find it? Hello, fish friend. All hail the Trapple King. Hail! The king of fruit and fish. Long may his stem grow. And this is the guy that the other lady was talking about. Psst, hey, you guy. You wouldn't believe the merchandise I've got for you today. Why not have a look? So, from him, you can buy a fishing rod and the Chaos Sphere. The fishing rod is great for finding extra treasure when you're in a dungeon. Cast into a pit and wait for a bite. Keep an eye out for sparkly fishing spots. But you also can get the Chaos Sphere, an orb of boundless potential. And that's going to burn out all my gold for now. So, let's go explore the rest of this village. So if you're an achievement hunter of sorts, that little ring that this girl is hitting around, you can bounce on it. If you bounce on it like 15 times in a row or something, you get an achievement. Are you really the Shovel Knight? Prove it by digging up this dirt. Wow, incredible! You are Shovel Knight! Looks like I'm a bit famous. So this lady here is actually a platform. And you hop up here, and you can get this chest and this music. Not in the order that I stated, of course. Alright. Shovel Knight, many trials await you. Don't despair in each defeat. Strengthen your resolve. It's probably good advice, because this game can be somewhat difficult at times, especially if you're doing a challenge run. But with that, we've explored the village and started our journey. Join me next time when we visit the Trapple King and King Knight self. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.